Welcome to Rhody Wellness, where we explore all things health and self-care. Whether you're seeking mental clarity, physical fitness, or insight from students like you, we've got you covered. Welcome back to the Rhody Wellness Podcast. I am Olivia, and I'm here today with Johnny Marchetti. He is a junior who is a transfer student from CCRI, and today we're going to be talking about the Promise program and what it is like to be a transfer student, specifically focusing in on transfer students from CCRI to URI and what that process is like. So, Johnny, how are you today?
I'm good.
And do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name's Johnny. I transferred from CCRI. I'm a communications major. I love music. I love socializing. I'm a very social, extroverted person, and I could not wait to come here.
That's fair, yeah. Because CCRI is more of a commuter school, right?
Extremely, yeah.
Yeah, so how is it now? You live on campus, correct?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so how is it like living on campus here at URI compared to commuting?
It's much easier to walk to classes and be able to wake up, shower, get ready, and put on my headphones and walk to class and have like a nice, bright morning, go get breakfast. It's hard because when I was at home at CCRI, or like when I was living at home going to CCRI, I could do everything, eat breakfast, do everything at my house, and then drive there. But here I have to take more steps to walk to the dining hall, then walk to class. I didn't stop to get food on my way driving to CCRI. I do miss driving. I miss listening to music in the car, but the headphones and walking to class makes up for it.
That's fair, yeah. It's like your own little commute.
Exactly.
So what's it like now living, though, at URI? You have a roommate, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so how was that adjustment going from living at home, in your own room, now sharing a space with someone else?
It's a much smaller space to share. I had a whole house beforehand, and now I have a few square feet between two people. But I feel like we've made a great dynamic, the two of us. We are starting to know each other's schedules and know when we're going to be in the room, when the other person's not. We're very openly communicative. We go to the dining hall together. It's very nice. And I have a nice floor as well. It's not like a great building, but it's a nice floor. And we all get along. We're all transfers. Everyone on my floor, we're all transfers. So we are all, not all from CCRI. I'm the only one who's coming from CCRI. But we're all new here. So we're all learning the ropes together, which is very nice.
Yeah, it's really great that URI does that, where they put all the transfer students who are living on campus together on one floor or in one building, which makes it probably the transition, or actually, let me just ask you, do you think that helped make your transition easier being with other transfer students?
Probably because we were all looking for stuff to do. We didn't know anyone. We were not established yet here, so we kind of established our own dynamic amongst all of us. I don't know some of them, but some of them I got close with. We hang out at night, we do homework together. But it's very nice that we're all looking for the same thing, a connection here.
Yeah. And now coming from a different school, how else have you made friends here? I know it can be kind of challenging where some people already have established friendships. You know, being at URI from freshman year, I think a lot of transfer students have anxiety about making friends and jumping in mid-program, I guess. So how has that been like for you?
One of the best parts about it is I went to CCRI and all of my friends from high school came here. And I kind of felt like I was removed from everything, but being able to join URI now and kind of insert myself back into these relationships and these friendships and all of these connections that I have with people, it's been great. And I've been making new friends by going to all of the events put on by orientation leaders and O Week and put on by URI staff. Like, there was like a Wicked themed dance party that we went to. We made some friends. And then people have been barging into my room doing TikTok trends of room tour, and I became friends with them. Now we go to the gym together, stuff like that. So
Nice.
It's easy. You just talk to people. That's the hardest part about it, but you just need to talk to people and be open, willing to make new friends.
Yeah. Can I ask, when they barged into your room, were they dressed up as a character, perhaps?
They were not.
Oh, that's disappointing. I see them all the time as Lorax.
That would have been fun. I saw the Lorax one yesterday.
Or Megamind, come on.
They just barged in.
Yeah, that's really good to hear, though, that you've been adjusting pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to have those friendships that you probably had throughout CCRI, but now it's, like, easier to
text them and I can say, let's go to the library, or let's go run to the dining hall real quick. I have a guest swipe you can use, and be able to see them in between my days and not have to schedule time to see them. I can kind of just be on a whim and hit them up versus a 40-minute drive from Coventry to Kingston.
Yeah, a lot more convenient.
Extremely.
A lot easier to be able to keep those friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess moving on, what do you think was the hardest part about adjusting from CCRI to URI?
I think the hardest part would be not being at home. When I was preparing to come to URI, I didn't realize that it was also leaving my house. Like, obviously I knew I was not going to be at my house, but it didn't hit me until the night before. And then I got very sad, and I was like, I don't want to do this. But we did it anyways, obviously, I'm here. And it's been fine, but I also have been home quite a few times. I miss it. I miss my mother. She's like my best friend. I miss everything at home. I miss that life, but I'm also enjoying making a new circle here. Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
That's good, yeah.
I have FaceTime.
That's good, yeah.
So
she can always drive down. She's only in Coventry.
Exactly. 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I also miss my jobs in Coventry. I used to work at Dave's Marketplace, shout out, for 2 years, and I can't do that anymore. I don't have a car on campus.
Transfers are allowed to have cars.
Yes,
usually.
they are.
Just want to put that out there. So it's not the same as like freshmen, first-year students who are not allowed to have cars, unless there's an exception. Transfers are allowed to, as long as they're not a freshman.
Just make sure you know the time period to get them, because they sold out by the time I knew to go get one.
Yes.
Do your research.
You have to get your parking permit early on in the summer.
Yes, you do.
So definitely a, word of wisdom, wise words of wisdom for people out there. Yeah.
No one told me.
Yeah. That's like definitely a difference from CCRI in here. Like, did you have to have a parking permit at CCRI?
No.
Yeah, how would you know coming here?
Exactly.
Because you didn't go to orientation like with freshmen where they kind of give you that
Mm-hmm.
that
Right,
information.
they kind of just throw us into the mix here.
Yeah. Are there other things that you can think of where you weren't really expecting it, or it was kind of different from CCRI?
All of my classes are in different buildings, which I was expecting that, but it's different environments in every building, whereas CCRI looks all the same. And you have to go outside and walk to the next building, and you have to figure out how much time it takes you to get from this place to this place. Where at CCRI, it was hallways. Everything was in one campus. It was one building. The farthest I had to go was down a few flights of stairs to go grab a snack. Where here I have to go building to building, walk across the quad, find routes. So that's different.
Yeah, so it's harder to navigate.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But once you start getting your routes down and figuring out, I like this way better, this way gets me there faster, this is a nicer scenic route, you start locking those in.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Exactly.
Yeah. What about the technology? I know, here we use Brightspace, eCampus, Starfish. Is that the same at CCRI, or was that a whole new learning curve for you?
If you're coming from CCRI, the only thing you will recognize is Starfish to talk to your advisors and stuff like that. Blackboard and Brightspace are very different. They're set up very differently, and you're finding your content in different places than you would. I had no one to run through Brightspace with me. They kind of just, once again, threw me into the mix. And then I had to find out, there's a different button for assignments, there's a different button for quizzes. Where on Blackboard, it's more streamlined. Everything's kind of in one spot there. I'm used to Blackboard. I'm still getting the ropes of Brightspace, but you'll figure it out eventually.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any tips for someone who's trying to learn the ropes of these new tech platforms?
Ask questions, because sometimes it's not your fault that you can't find something or that something's happening. For example, I have a public speaking class, and in that class, I couldn't find the guidelines for the speech that I have to write that's due on Monday. Today's Wednesday. And I just sent her an email, and I said, why can't I find this? I'm sorry, I'm new to the program. And she said, no worries, thank you for telling me. I just realized they're locked. All the assignments are locked. So sometimes it's not on you. Always ask questions. That's where you're going to get all your answers from. And another thing that's different from CCRI to URI is I was not expecting to have to buy books. At CCRI, all of the material was handed to us. It was given to us through different programs. But here, start saving up money and preparing to buy your books for classes. The material is not free. You're paying for the class and the book, which is very different than CCRI.
And very expensive, too.
Extremely expensive.
Some of my programs for books are like $120.
Mm-hmm.
It really does differ. Like, you can get them secondhand, but they can be really expensive.
Whereas at CCRI, we didn't spend a cent on them.
Good advice, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So continuing with the differences between CCRI and URI specifically, I wanted to talk about transfer credits. Because you're a transfer student, you're going to have to get your credits transferred. How is that process for you? And did CCRI have something already in place, knowing that you are in the Promise program, to make that transition easier for you?
It was a pretty simple process for me. No, I didn't have anything from CCRI specifically that helped, but I do know that they have places at CCRI that can help you do the transition. I just didn't have the time to attend those. But one day my mother and I just drove here. We went into the advising building. We went to all the beginning stuff, financial aid. But we walked into the advising building, and I said, I don't have an advisor assigned to me. Can you figure this out? And they gave me an advisor, and then I gave them my transcripts from high school and CCRI. Make sure you have both of those. And they took all of the credits, and they figured out what fits this requirement for your major, what fits this, so on and so forth. And they figured everything out for me. And then they printed out a sheet that said, you need to take this class, this class, this class. And then they started building a schedule for me also.
Okay, and that was in the advising building, you said?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Did someone, tell you that that's where you should go, or did you kind of have to, again, figure that out for yourself a little bit?
Someone said walk to the advising building, or they told me the name of the hall. I don't remember what it was called, and then I put that in my maps, but that was from financial aid. They told me to go there.
Okay, so
I don't
you
know if
didn't
I was
get,
in the
an
right
email,
spot.
though, for,
No,
transfer
not at
students
all.
of,
I
how to
figured it
transfer
out, yeah.
credits? Okay, interesting. Interesting.
It's a lot of figuring it out yourself. That's why we're here, to help.
Yeah, to hopefully help out a little bit. I'll throw some websites in the description as well, with some places of where to go for transfer credits and that type of thing as well. How would you say that the classes differ between CCRI and URI?
If you are thinking that professors are more strict or harder here, I haven't come across that. I think that they're more polite, actually, and I think they're more understanding because you're paying here versus CCRI was 2 years free. I don't think that they had that same level of care, maybe. They still cared about you, yes.
Yeah.
But they're very understanding here. Don't be afraid if you think it's going to be a completely different kind of experience. It's very similar to classroom style, at least for my classes. I've heard of lecture halls that are over 100 students, but I've only been in classes that are 25, most 25 students in there, which is very similar to the CCRI structure of classes. I think my biggest class is 40. But we're still all collaborative, so it's not, I haven't gone through many lectures, so I can't really speak about those, but.
Yeah. And just to end us off, Johnny, do you have any words of encouragement for transfer students who are coming to URI?
You did it. Lock in, go to your classes, don't skip your classes, do your assignments, you're paying for it now. Don't waste this opportunity, but also don't let the opportunity pass you. You're now a RAM, you're here, you've wanted this, you've done 2 years free, you belong here. So enjoy it, make friends, be social, do the activities, join the clubs, fill up your time with as much as you can.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your 2 years here.
Thank you, I will.
Before we wrap up, a quick reminder that all information shared in today's podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. Thank you for listening to another episode of Roadie Wellness. If you like what you heard today, tune in every Tuesday on all podcast platforms for more. If you want to stay up to date on events and healthcare tips, please follow us at URI Health Promotions on Instagram. And if you have any ideas for future podcast episodes or more social media content that you'd like to see, please feel free to DM us or email us. Until next time, take care and stay healthy.